My goal here is simple. Funner for everyone.
Hey, Jane, you having fun?
Woo!
Is that legal?
Because around here, funner is a state of mind.
What is going on, Laker fans? Thank you very much for tuning in. A little Lakers Talk Daily on this Thursday. A little day off, couple days off for the Los Angeles Lakers. We got a good game coming up on Sunday. Lakers, Grizzlies in Memphis. First two games will be out there. Then they'll come back here at Crypto.com Arena. I want to spend a little bit of time. Tomorrow I'll break down more of the actual game. Today I want to break down Dillon Brooks' comments about the Lakers, about LeBron James. Good idea, bad idea. So we'll spend a little time doing that. First thing, please subscribe to our channel here on YouTube, ESPN LA, putting up a lot more content. If you don't mind, hit that subscribe button. We would appreciate it. Also, a quick shout out, Harris Resort SoCal, proud partner of Lakers Talk Daily, 2 hours away from downtown Los Angeles, located in northern San Diego. Beautiful spot up there in the Palomar Mountains. Find your funner state of mind with a visit to Harris Resort SoCal. Voted best resort in funner California, from dining to unwinding. You'll find fun around every corner. Learn more at harrissocal.com. Okay, so the Lakers taking on a team in the Memphis Grizzlies. Let's just say they've been known to run their mouth a little bit, specifically Dillon Brooks. And really kind of part of the conversation I want to spend here, is this a good idea by a young player kind of going after the king? There's some context to here. I don't think it's all just disrespectful. I think he kind of circles around the question, and I'm going to get into the details of it here in just a second. But I'm just going to throw out to Laker fans. If you're somebody that's out there, do you think comments like this will hurt the Memphis Grizzlies, or you think comments like this is a good thing for a young team? So this is what he had to say. He was asked specifically, I might even be able to play the audio on this one. He was asked specifically, this was before the Lakers played their playing game, about the potential of playing the Lakers, or if there was a preference of who to play. Take a listen to see if I could get this thing on audio.
Is there any team, any person on any team that you dislike the most, that you would look forward to playing in this first round?
I don't really dislike nobody. I just bring a competitive edge. But I wouldn't mind playing LeBron in a 7-game series.
Why is that?
The legacy's there. First time back in the playoffs, knock them out right away in the first round. Then it'll test us good, They got good pieces, good players, and that'll be a good first-round matchup for us.
Okay, so a couple ways to look at this. Number one, he says, yeah, give me Bron. Give me the Los Angeles Lakers. Knock him out right away in the first round of the playoffs. I think there's a little, Dillon Brooks knows if you have comments like that about the Lakers and LeBron James is in the mix, obviously we're going to talk about it. That's an interesting quote right there. But at the same time, at the end, I do want to point out here, he does says they got good pieces, good players. That'd be a good first-round matchup for us. Basically, taking on the challenge of wanting to play the Lakers, taking on the challenge of wanting to get off to a good start in the postseason. You're going to have to play these teams at some point. Why not take the Los Angeles Lakers in the first round? Is it smart, or is that just a really bad strategy to be calling out Bron and calling out the Lakers? I'll tell you this. I think, and I don't mind when people do it, but I do think things like this do motivate another team. I do think things like this becomes, what do they say, bulletin board, whatever you want to call it. I think that's a real thing. I don't think that's fake or anything like that. When people usually say, oh, well, if you need a comment like that to motivate you, then you're not motivated enough. No, people can help motivate you a little bit more. I think that's a real thing in sports. I think that's a real thing when somebody tells you, maybe in your personal life, professional life, you can't do that. That kind of kicks it into gear a little bit more. Like, all right, that's what you think? Cool. Let me go to work and let me prove, not even as much to you, but also to myself, that I can make that happen, whatever it is. I don't think it's the smartest strategy from Dillon Brooks to take. I personally would try to be a silent assassin and a silent killer, and you know what? I'd go out there in the first game, LeBron, shake his hand and say, man, you're one of the greatest. What an honor to play next to you. All at the same time knowing I'm about to take everything that you have in this first round. That's going to be my strategy, but just without him knowing it. Dillon Brooks has a completely different strategy, and I don't mind people running their mouth. I really don't. I think it's actually kind of fascinating for our business. It gives us a ton of storylines, and it just makes the matchup more interesting. So I'm not against that. However, got to back it up. You know what I mean? You got to back it up. And I'm not telling you that Dillon Brooks is a scrub, because I don't think he's a scrub. I think he's a good player in the league, but he kind of does run his mouth as if he's a Hall of Famer and a 6-time defensive champion of the year, whatever you want to call it, right? Defensive player of the year. He runs his mouth a ton. It's all good, but you got to back it up. And there's been a little bit of that with the Memphis Grizzlies, where they're back and forth with the Golden State Warriors, where the Warriors are backing it up. Again, I don't mind a team that's as young as they are, that's as eager and as hungry to make it happen. I don't mind all that. I don't mind the talking, but you got to be able to back it up. And that's going to be one of the challenges, I think, for Dillon Brooks and the Memphis Grizzlies, which, by the way, I think this is going to be a really tough series for the Lakers, just strictly because the Lakers look tired. We'll see how they look in that first game. I don't think you could fall 0-2. I'll get into more of that tomorrow. But what do you think, Lake fans? You think this is something that will motivate and kind of take the Lakers to another level because Dillon Brooks is saying, oh, no, I'd rather have LeBron James. I want the Los Angeles Lakers, and I also want to get them out right out the way. I want to get them out in that first round. How do you think that plays into this, if it plays anything at all? Appreciate your comments, your thoughts. Be back tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll do a little more X's and O's, getting ready for the Lakers and the Grizzlies, and looking forward to that episode as we get a little bit closer to tip-off. Tip-off's on Sunday. Sunday at noon here in the West Coast. We'll start our pregame at 10:30. So we'll get back with you guys tomorrow. Thanks, Laker fans.